Okay. Hi, I'm Peter Miles. Welcome to the Auckland Pistol Club. As a new member or a visitor, the first thing you must do is sign in. First you must sign the range register, your card, date stamp it. If you're a visitor, you'll be signed in by a member and given a visitor's card, which you must wear at all times. Yeah. Under the register, you'll find spare air protection, glasses, the first aid cabinet, and on the end of the bench, the fire extinguisher. Check the notice board for important notices and events. It is also there for club members' use for sale and wanted to buy. I'd like to talk about clothing and shoes. The shoes need to be of a closed type rather than jandals or sandals. The clothing needs to be comfortable. You do not want loose tops, particularly for women because of the hot brass. We don't allow camo clothing to be worn in the club. You must wear an ID card at all times. Hearing protection and eye protection is mandatory. With the hearing protection, you can use the earmuff type, the earplugs or disposable plugs. For eye protection, if you need glasses, you may use your reading type glasses or shooting glasses that have been manufactured, providing they're of a safety type. There are plenty of manufactured safety glasses for shooting. Okay, when you join the club secretary will send out a pack containing the club rules, the club newsletter, which has all the club events inside it, and as a member of the NZPA, you will receive the bull shooter bi-monthly.
Hello, my name's Stuart Hayman. I represent the Judges Council of the New Zealand Pistol Association. Training programs or training in both safety and rules is extremely important in all forms of shooting. The Judges Council is the technical arm of the New Zealand Pistol Association, and it provides a number of training courses at different levels in different disciplines. As new club members, you will be required fairly soon after you start to sit what we call the basic club safety range officers course. This covers safe gun handling, safe behaviour on the range, security for guns and ammunition, the duties of range officers, who are the people who control the entire operation of shooting range, and a rundown on the basic rules of the International Shooting Union, or UIT. We also offer other training courses which are run at this club, holster training, which is necessary if you want to do action shooting, action range officers course, and some other courses run either by the club or by the Pistol Association. All the matches we run are governed by rules, and rule books are available either from the club or directly from the NZPA. For the UIT course, we use these books which cover general UIT rules and pistol rules. This is a holster training book on which the holster training course is based. Speed shooting, IPSC shooting, action range officers course, all these books are available to you, and it's an important part of being a good safe shooter is understanding the rules.
Okay, as a probationary member, you are required to shoot on the UIT range for the first 6 months using Club 22 pistols. When you arrive at the range, make yourself known to the range officer who will issue you with a Club 22. The range officer will clear the firearm before it is placed on the bench. This is done in the fumble zone or safety zone. The club gun must be signed for in the book. When you have finished with it, it must be signed back in. When you're given the command to load, you will load 5 rounds in the magazine, like so. And with the gun pointing down range, insert the magazine and close the bolt, making sure at all times the firearm is pointed down range. You may rest it on the shooting bench, providing the gun is still pointing downrange. Be aware that the firearm is always pointed downrange and not at the concrete, such as this, as if it accidentally fires, you're liable to be splattered with lead or concrete. Make sure that it's either pointed at the targets or down at the scoria. If you have a problem with a firearm at any time while shooting, put your arm up behind you and the range officer will come and clear it for you. Do not attempt to clear it yourself or place down a loaded firearm on the bench. Okay. For the first few shoots, you will have somebody standing behind you within arm's reach to make sure the gun is pointed in a safe direction at all times until you are confident with the firearm. The UIT stance is generally side on with your feet approximately shoulder width apart, your free hand generally either tucked into a belt, in your pocket or around your back. A good tip for lining up with a target is to close your eyes, lift the gun up to the target as if you were pointing at it, open your eyes and see where the gun is. Now if it is off to one side, line up by moving your rear foot one way or the other. Now you need to know what is your dominant eye. The easiest way to find that out is to point at something with both eyes open, then close one eye, then the other. The eye that moves the least is your dominant eye, and that's the eye that you should be shooting with. For you need on the target, centre with light. That is your general sight picture.
Stop, unload, and step back from the base.
I tip the gun on the side, take the magazine out, open the bolt, push up the hold open, place the gun on the bench, the magazine on the gun, and step back.
The gun is clear, the range is safe, you go forward and score and patch.
At this time, no one is to touch the firearm at all. You cannot touch it until the range has been cleared and everyone is back. At the end of the match or practice, the range officer will clear all firearms before they are taken off the bench.
Clear.
You will fire the action and place it back in the bag. Now it is safe to take off the range. The club has also 22 revolvers. They are loaded by placing rounds in the chamber through the back. Closing the chamber, it is loaded, ready to fire. You may fire it by single action, as so, or double action, as so. To unload, you press the slide release forward, open the cylinder, press the ejector, and the cases will fall out. The gun is now clear for the range officer to inspect.